Welcome to Lento Call, the instruction for day 30. As you can see in today's pattern, we will continue to knit a few rounds in color A before we introduce color B again. Don't forget to catch color B and have it run up at the inside of your cowl so that it's ready when you are going to knit row 150, and this way you don't have to cut your yarn and weave in the extra ends like I showed you in yesterday's video. We are going to knit the leaf stitch today, hence the many rounds of color A, because today we are going to add little leaves in color B to your knitting. It's a fun and attractive stitch to add to many rows of the contrast color. As you can see here, this is also, well, an attempt to make a leaf stitch, but it went not as well as the first one, and I will explain to you how this bad leaf stitch can happen. This is the stitch on the needle where I am about to make a leaf stitch. As you can see, you can count the rows down, and you are going to make your first part of the leaf stitch 4 rows down. So you count to the 4th row and pull up a big loop of your B color yarn. And then you do the same in 3 rounds down, and as you can see, I am holding the needles with the points towards each other so that the first loop will be the biggest, but once I am going to pull up more loops toward the point of the needle, the loops will be smaller. Then you knit the stitch on your needle once you have pulled up 4 loops, and now you are going to slip the loops over your knitted stitch one by one. This leaf, I slipped all the loops at once. This leaf, I slipped the loops one by one, starting with the biggest loop and working towards the smaller one. So I'm going to pick up the biggest loop first, pull it over all the B color stitches, then the 3rd one, the 2nd and the smallest. And now you can see that there is a lovely leaf. You put the stitch back on your left hand needle and knit it once more. I will show you once more. Here is the stitch on the needle. 1, 2, 3, 4 down. I pull up a loop. Then in the 3rd row down, in the 2nd and the 1st, and then you knit the stitch on your needle and pull the loops over one by one. If you run the tip of your needle into the loops, you can even them out a little.